Good evening, TDN listeners, and welcome to this weekend interview with your host, Anthony Drago. It's Wednesday, October 9, 18th, October 18th, 2022, and it's a pleasure to be here with you, as it is on every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, it's October, and October to December is Creole time in Dominica. It's our culture time, it's a heritage time. Folks are listening to cultural music, they're eating cultural food, they dress in cultural wear, they do their head ties, and all of those things. And so the last Friday of October is what they call Journée Creole, or Creole Day, where Dominicans endeavor to speak the Creole language in Dominica, Patois we call it, but it's a Creole Patois. And all business and all communication takes place in that language in Dominica. Also on that day, there's a lot of music. All of, if you go to Roseau or Postpa, for any one of the villages, you see a lot of our cultural music playing on radio, and the whole atmosphere is just saturated. And the food is something people speak about for the year, and they look forward to the next Creole Day. And so tonight, my guests, I brought them on tonight 1 week ahead of Creole Day, because they have businesses that offer products and services that you can use to prepare yourself for Creole Day, to prepare your food and what you're going to wear and so on. So Mr. Tronnel Pacquette of Finesse de la Vuitton, his business sells a lot of Madras, because a lot of Dominican cultural clothes is out of Madras. So he sells a lot of Madras themed items, clothes, watches, shoes, everything. It looks like he can get it for you with a Madras on there. So he's one of my guests tonight. The other guests I have is a pair. It's a 2-for-1. It's a husband and wife team, and they produce smoked meat, smoked fish, and they also do some wines and punches and pepper sauce and so on. Just what you need to prepare your Creole meal. And so I have a mouth-watering fashionista program for you tonight. I'm not going to waste a lot of time because I'm anxious to get to them. Let us take our quick musical break that we usually take at the start of the show, and then we come back. I'm going to be joined on the line by Mr. Tronnel Pacquette and Mr. Jared and his wife Veraline. Their last name is Wayland, and they're going to entice us and show us all what we can get and how we can get it from their businesses. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Jamais quitter ça tomber à terre. Ça s'envolait, mais les billets. Ça s'envolait, mais les billets. Ça s'envolait, mais les billets. Si sont pas fait, mais les billets. Soufflez, c'est pas ça.
Tim. One thing about our culture is sweet. My class so walk the world dress, so you must be a thing. One thing about our culture, it's sweet. Man and woman taking pride in the style they're wearing. Check out how the ladies dress. She pull up the head, can't test. Creativity display. Tell them it is here to stay.
Cadence, nous pas qu'à lâcher. À nous tout placer. À nous continuer. On y va marcher. Encore à nous, eh oui. Y'a me rôti, eh oui. All right.
Make it quick.
Okay. Wow. I like it. Let me know. One thing about our culture is sweet. If it's not for that, we'll never have bouillon rhythm. One thing about our culture is sweet. Now the world will want that taste for the boo you're sharing. Yes, we have the golden touch. Music that they love so much. Oh yes. Don't forget the foundation. Peace and love as a nation.
Listeners, that was a very interesting song. I guess you can call it Dominica's cultural anthem, touching every aspect of Dominican culture. So welcome, welcome. For those of you who joined us after we started, tonight our theme is Creole, Creole food, Creole wear, and Creole music. So as usual, listeners, it's such a pleasure to have you. Those of you who listen every night, every Wednesday night, thank you. I appreciate that. And if tonight is the first time you're listening to us on This Week in Interview, I want to say welcome, and I hope you like what you see and what you hear, and you will become a regular listener as well. In Dominica, RVR Jams Radio on DigiPlay channel 59 carries This Week in Interview live. So if you're listening to us in Dominica, I want to tell you a very special good night. I want to invite you to share this link with as many people as possible. You know, Creole Day is coming up. Folks want to know where they can get smoked meat so they can have their Creole meal. They want to know where they can get Madras so they don't feel left out. So we're giving you those information tonight. So I want to invite you to share the link. Share the link. You can find This Week in Interview on Facebook. On This Week in Interview Facebook page, you can get it on Tony Drago Facebook page. Tonight we're carrying it on Man's Audiovisual. Man's Audiovisual is a real good partner of ours. They do all our flyers and our graphics work, and you see the excellent work that they do. I'll give you information on them later. So if you have promotional work you need to do, get it from Man's Audiovisual. So let us jump into this. By the way, I was telling you where else you can get This Week in Interview on TDN. You can get tdnradio.net if you're driving and you don't have the ability to watch. TDN Radio carries it. tdntv.net for those that do not do Facebook. So you can get tdntv.net. And also, we are on YouTube, TDN Network 1. TDN Network 1. Those places you can get This Week in Interview. So share the link, invite somebody to join us, to listen to us. As I said before we took the musical break, my guest tonight on This Week in Interview, I have three people. There's a husband and wife team of entrepreneurs called Wayland Smoke Meats and Produce, and they smoke all kinds of meat: turkey, chicken, fish, all of those things. They also produce a banging pepper sauce and other condiments, and they do punches. But they'll tell you all what they do when they get in there. I'm just priming you so you can start to salivate with the goodies. And of course, also on the program, we have to take care of the dress. Mr. Tronnel Pacquette, Finesse de la Vuitton. is the name of his business. He gives you luxury designs and fashion brands. And what he does is he has a whole line of Madras themed products. If you want a watch with a Madras on the background of the dial, you can get that. You want bedroom slippers, you want belts, you want whatever, you name it. In this season, you can get it. And so I brought these two guests on, so you can take care of your food, we can take care of your outfit. Nice done, good food. The rest is yours. All right. So a warm welcome to them. Let's bring them up. A warm, very very warm welcome to them. Here they are. Um, and we are really looking forward to hearing and seeing and sharing all of what you guys have to offer. And Tronnel, is going to be easier to start with you because you solo tonight. So I'm going to ask you to just introduce yourself. And while you are at it, introduce your business. Just a brief introduction, and we'll get into the meat and the nitty gritties as we go along.
Thank you.
You might, yeah.
Well, my name is Tronnel, Tronnel Pacquette. Most people know me as Finesse. Most may know me from singing, doing music, and now for fashion. The name of my business is Finesse de la Vuitton Luxury Designer Fashion Brand. And basically the focal point of the business is Madras. Well, actually, it's the youth and Madras, but Madras is the focal point.
Madras is the focal point. Just quickly, cause I think it's well thought through. In June, we put on an event in Brooklyn called Madras and Jeans. This was my shirt. I had to take it to a tailor to modify it to put Madras lining on it. It was just a regular jean shirt. So you see the sleeves, yeah, and
Yes,
lining
yes.
on the inside on the collar. Okay, it was just difficult to get the Madras themed items. And so when I heard about your business, I was very excited. So I'm really looking forward to you sharing with the audience, because I think most people have that same need. You want to go to a dinner, you need something to wear. You want to feel like you're repping Dominica, you're repping your culture
Exactly.
and your heritage. So so that is awesome. All right. Also with us tonight is the husband and wife team of Gerard and Veraline Wayland. And let me tell you, a few months ago, someone introduced me to their products, and we ordered it, and we ordered again and again. We ordered a few times because they produce really high quality smoked products. And I grew up in a country, in Castle Bruce, smoking fish and smoking meat and those kind of things. And let me tell you, when you get the meat, the smoked meat from them, the taste is authentic. And so it's a pleasure to welcome them and to have them on. Ladies first. So I'm going to go to Veraline. Veraline, it's a real honor to have you on. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business, and then we will go to Jared and he'll do the same.
I want to say thank you for inviting us to your network, to your TV show, to your radio show. And it's indeed a pleasure to share with you and the whole Dominica community and the Caribbean at large, and even European at large, to share with you all what we are doing just to satisfy your 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 desires where smoked meat and other local produces are concerned. And what we do, as Mr. Drago introduced us as doing, all the smoked meats, the pork, the chicken, the fish. We try to get the fish that Dominicans are used to, but we cannot get everything, so we located the maquio, and so the public, they are loving it. And we also have other beverages that Jared will talk about, because He's the chef. I'm the one helping to just promote it and do the marketing for him. So on that note, I just want to thank everybody for patronizing us. And I know everybody who has received it so far, as Mr. Drago said, they are enjoying it and it takes them back to Dominica. And that is what we are really striving to do, to let you know that you cannot miss anything once you get it from us.
Awesome. Jared, welcome, man. I I know there's a passion in there somewhere because when I taste the product, the passion shows up in the flavor and the quality and the pride. The package come well packaged and just so easy to getting from the postman into your pot, into your plate is very easy. So introduce yourself to the audience and talk about your business. Since Veraline says that you are the chef, you're the one who actually does the product. You can talk a little bit about that as well.
Good evening to everybody, and it's a privilege to to come on this platform and to share what we are doing and in this business. Um, well, we started it really in 2013. I started making black cake, West Indian fruit cake, as we know, and making peanut punch and coconut punch, and also passion fruit punch. So some years gone by, we keep on doing that, and then I do go one step further, we're making bringing hot sauce, and I start making different type of hot sauce. But all my brand of hot sauce, I have 10 of them. It's made out of fruits, and I try to get something that every time when my people tried it, they say they want something hotter and hotter and hotter. So I come up with this super and extremely hot sauce. I grow my own peppers to get what I want, and then I keep on going and take it one step further. I wanted to start making smoked meat in about 2016, and when I started, the neighbor called the fire department on me and stop, cut dog, stop it. They tell me it's illegal. I can't do it. So all right. So when I moved to a different location, and then I started. When I started, it just go blow out of proportion, and everybody going crazy about it. And that's it. So it's as when I start doing it, it's just start bringing one product after next one, and then the next. I start introducing rough cake. I start doing all kind of things, and more I do, more people put demand on me for different products, and it's what it is right now. It just blow out of proportion, and I just thank God for what He has blessed us with.
Awesome, awesome. As I said, your passion for your cooking and for your preparation shows up, and of course, it looks like you have a very strong head cheerleader and marketer in the form of Veraline because um, I didn't hear about your products until you started doing the smoked meat, and I'm hearing now that the smoked meat came in is the Johnny come lately of the business, but
Mm-hmm.
it really is the connection, and then people find out that you have other products, and then they gravitate to that as well. Charlie, I'm going to come back to you now, and you look like a young man, and you call yourself Mr. Finesse. So that indicates that you have a passion for fashion, and maybe it mixed with Dominica as well because your main theme, as you said, one of your main themes is Madras, which you link directly to Dominican heritage. So give us a little bit of a background as to how you came about starting your business. Just get us familiar. Give us the story behind that.
Um, well, actually, When I lived in the U.S., I went to a school, and I met this girl who actually gave me that name, Finesse, and the
Wow.
name stuck with me.
We're
The
not
name
asking you
stuck
about
with
how
me.
she come up with that name. So please go ahead.
You know, the funny thing is, at the time, I didn't even know what the word finesse meant. I never heard that word before. And when
Mhm.
she brought up the word to me, I just acted like I knew what it was. And then when I got to my dorm, I checked the word, Googled the word, and saw the meaning. I was like, wow, she really described me to the T, because that word really describes who I am. And when it comes to, me having the passion for everything that I do, it really did kind of fit me. And the name stuck with me all these years. And I ended up coming on Facebook when Facebook had just started. And I put my name on Facebook as Finesse, and then it was my I think it was my last name, my government name. And I think probably like 12, 13 years I had that name on Facebook, didn't know what it was. And then one day the De La Vitor came to me after a dream, and then I just put the finesse and the De La Vitor together, and it just sounded perfect. And I still didn't even know what that name was or what it was going to be. It was just a Facebook name. It didn't have no real significance at the time. And then
Mhm, mhm.
one day I had an epiphany, because my mother had me clean out an old shed in the back of her house one day, and I saw these old books of mine that I had, these old drawings that I forgot I ever had that talent and skill. And then boom, it hit me. That fashion was always my first love, and it wasn't music. But I grew up always thinking that music was my first love, because I grew up around music. Everybody in my family does music, from my father to most of my cousins, and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's kind of where the finesse de la Vitor came from. After I had that epiphany, I realized that fashion is what I really, really, really wanted to do, and that's where my heart is.
All right. So does that mean you also sew your products, or you just design them?
I can, but after years of research and understanding the market, understanding how I wanted to go about doing business, understanding how over the years I've seen people in the same position as I was going about doing business, I had to kind of come up with a different strategy as to how I would have been able to supply. Let's just say the diaspora, both in the UK and the United States, wanted to be able to purchase items from me. Most seamstress or tailors don't really have the production capacity to make 100 dresses back to back to back like that. And just to make one dress for one person and to readjust one dress for somebody takes quite some time. So I had to kind of outsource manufacturers, outsource fabrics, and so on and so forth. Build a team of people who kind of have different roles and play different parts in making it happen. And yeah, I do all the designing myself. I pick out all the fabric myself. I do everything myself, except for sometimes when I outsource. I might outsource a graphics designer, and that's it for the most part. I might most times it's a graphic designer that I might outsource. But I'm also a certified graphics designer myself. The only reason I would outsource a graphics designer is because maybe I might be short of time, or I might be looking for something specific that I know I don't really have the knack to create, or the knack to do. But there are people who actually have that specific niche already.
Right. That's awesome. You found out that you had a knack for drawing and sketching and bringing your ideas to life on paper, and
Yep.
you were able to marry it with your love for fashion, and then turn it into a business that into a viable business where you can contact manufacturers to produce it, and to so that is awesome. We coming up quick on a break, so when we come back from the break, we're going to dive deeper and show the audience some of your designs, show them what's available, introduce them to your website, let them know where they can get what what you're offering. So I'm going to go back quickly to Veraline, and just I just want to stick with the story for now. After the break, we will go and start into the products and start getting people more. Those people who have not had the good fortune of being introduced to your product, we're going to introduce them there. But Veraline, I listened to Jared talk about he was doing this and then that one and then that one. I can imagine that it takes a lot of trial and error and experimentation. Your kitchen must sometimes feel like it's a chemistry lab. I can imagine. So I mean, talk to about that. Were you always just naturally supportive of that endeavor, or sometimes you'd be just annoyed that you want to cook, but he's in there trying to get his rum punch perfect, or that kind of thing? What was that like when you before you realize, hey, this is his passion and you can actually do a business out of it?
Well, to tell you the truth, as I have always say to everybody, I have my personal chef. I'm not the chef. I don't cook. He's the one who do all the cooking.
Okay.
So the kitchen is his totally. When he's in the kitchen, he's in control. So I just pass by.
So you
He's the
didn't
one.
have that annoyance to deal with.
No, he's the one who does all the cooking, all the
All right.
catering, or everything.
You
Yes.
just tell him one thing. I tell him, don't blow up my house. That's all right.
Yeah, so he's the one who has all the ideas and he knows all the ingredients. Sometimes they ask him, what is in it? He said that's his secret ingredients. So sometimes not even me, he shares his ingredients with. All I do, I taste, I eat. That's it.
the,
So he's
the
the
number
one,
one
yeah.
tester.
Yes. So he's the one preparing everything that you see on the list and putting it together.
So Jared, you've been doing that for a long time. You said you started the business like 2013, but I imagine that you were into that a long time ago, even before you decided that you want to do it into a business, right?
Man, I started baking when I was 8 years old.
Oh wow.
I used to live with my dad in Hillsborough Estate, and my dad had a lot of grandchildren. So we had a system. Every Saturday, somebody have to bake. When it's your turn, you cannot say you're not baking. You have to bake for the week. So I learned to bake from that age, and my mom always making cake and thing. So we used to beat the cake for my mom, and no mixer is with a
Right.
spoon and whisk, and you have to beat that cake, melt the butter with your hand. And that is where it started. That's where it started, and I started continue doing things, all kind of things. Then in growing up, after Hurricane David, it was like um, a lot of bananas, and I say it must have something with different way to eat banana. As I fed up eating bananas, banana. So then I introduced something. I make banana pie and start going yam pie, start doing all kind of thing.
Mhm.
And that's where it really started long, like 8 years ago, when I was about 8 years.
8 years old. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
real
it
fun.
grew into that.
Awesome.
So
So
I have the passion cooking. I always tell people say I'm a chef, but I tell them, hey, I'm not a chef, I'm a chef. My brother is the chef.
your brother is a chef. All right.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but but it's a passion that counts. So I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
quick break. We have some sponsors that we have to honor. And when we come back, we're going to introduce people to your products. We're going to see what is it that you guys have that I just said I have to share with the audience in advance of Creole Day. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Presented by.
People say I've got a great smile. Well, I have to say, this is all thanks to the professional team at Beacon Dental Group right here in Dorchester, Massachusetts. I've got world-class dental care. Beacon Dental Group has expert and caring staff dedicated to providing the most advanced and satisfactory treatment in all aspects of oral health. Their services are designed to meet your needs and give you a perfect smile, too. General checkups, cosmetic surgery, Gemini laser service, and advanced procedures, all in a state-of-the-art facility. Call or visit Beacon Dental Group today, 1026 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester, Massachusetts, or call 617-282-2146 for a smile that lights the world.
If you live in Canada, the US, and the UK and are looking for Dominica products including cocoa sticks, bay rum, coffee, soaps, crafts, and other popular Dominica items, then look no further. You can now shop on BuyDominicaOnline.com, a secure, easy-to-navigate website selling a wide variety of Dominica-made and Dominica-inspired products. When you shop on BuyDominicaOnline.com, you are helping to grow Dominica's economy. Go to BuyDominicaOnline.com and enjoy home away from home.
Looking to promote your business, engage current customers, and Looking to promote your business, engage current customers, and reach new people? Well, look no further. From the basic presentation to a fully fledged advertisement, use your video ads to attract customers. At Man's Audiovisual Productions, we do just that. We produce videos for business and event promotions, product demo videos, animated explainer videos, fundraiser ads, and much, much more. Engage your clients and sell online. We customize the video to match your brand design. Guaranteed to play flawless on all devices, including smart TVs. Contact us at telephone number 203-690-4342 or 767-245-6238. Visit our website, mansaudiovisual.com. or email us at derekvideo@gmail.com.
It's time to take a last walk through Redemption Village. It's a place where you never know what's around the corner.
She's dead! I've kept her hidden all these years, waiting for this moment.
This is absolutely incredible.
The final season of Redemption Road is here, beginning Sunday, October 16th on TDN Radio and Life101Radio.net.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
It has been an eventful week as the Regina King administration appears to be fragmented.
And where has she been all this time?
Don't miss an exciting episode of the final and 5th season of Redemption Road.
I thought I'd come check out the Church of Power Man.
Hey, Pastor, what's going on? Look how many of our people not here today.
Since when women watching porn?
Come for me, Keith. Come for me. Oh, Lord, I'm so frightened.
Sundays at 7:30 p.m. with repeats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. following This Week in Interview.
As if I was the first woman her husband was seen on this side.
Redemption Road is brought to you with the kind compliments of Beacon Dental Group, House of Lorraine, and BuyDominica.com. It's the final season and you don't want to miss it.
For the support. Redemption Road started on Sunday and there's a repeat after This Week in Interview, and so therefore we have a hard stop at 9 p.m. I will just say Man's Audio Visual, they do big and small events. Big events, they do full production. Small events, they can do your flyers, posters, and so on. Check them out. You will be satisfied. let's just go right back to our guest. If you missed part of the first segment of the show, our theme tonight is get prepared for Creole Day. Creole Day is next week Friday in Dominica, and it means Dominican food, Creole music, Creole wear. And so tonight we have two businesses featured. The husband and wife team of Jared and Veraline Wayland, and we have Tronnel Pacquette. Tronnel, I'm going to come to you first, and I want to ask the producers to put up some of your fashion, some of the stuff you have on your website. And while he's doing that, I'll tell folks that your website is, or Facebook, they can find you on Facebook at tell us.
On Facebook at Finesse de la Vito, designer fashion. We're also on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter as well. Pretty much all the social media platforms. We're available. I'm available.
Okay.
If you
all right, so talk about the products as Sam is scrolling through, and we'll get the contacts, because you said that you do the design for all of these products that we see. Right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And so if somebody wants something special, you can also do that as well.
You mean like something customized?
Yeah, like if it was my idea that I wanted this thing for my dog, I would be able to contact you and you could make that scarf for my dog, right?
Sure, you can, and you can also get a different Madras pattern if you want it as well.
So you do dresses, you do.
I do dresses, I do skirts, I do tops, t-shirts, pretty much everything that you could find in your typical fashion store. And then besides the clothing, Madras items, I do stuff like license plates in Madras. You can get your entire interior of your car in Madras, from the seats to the flooring mats to the steering wheel. You just name it.
So I see you have a menu there on your website. Which one of them you think you tell the producer to click on to see some of your stuff?
The most clicked one is Madras Fever.
So let's go there. Madras Fever.
Madras Fever.
Right. So we have bathing suits. We have a feature for your wall. You have handbags. You have shoes. You have a lot of stuff, and I will emphasize. You say you did all of these are your designs.
That's correct.
You get them made. That's right. Okay. So folks, I mean, what you're seeing here is just a really talented young man that is applying his talent. I encourage you to shop his website so you can get your outfits for Creole Day, and not just for Creole Day. I know even in the diaspora we have a lot of Creole dinners, Dominican events, breakfast. Even at your home, you want to dress up to remember that even if you're far from home, you still have Dominica in your hat. And so you want to have some things in your wardrobe, some things in your repertoire that you're going somewhere and you want to show off, man, on a summer day for a picnic. You put your shoes on, right? So just talk through some of these things. You're the designer.
That was the exact idea behind it. I myself lived in the United States for a very long time. And for the years that I lived there, I had that issue where I couldn't find anything. In fact, back then when I lived in the US, actually there was a lady all the way in New York, because I live in Atlanta, all the way in New York, that did some sewing, a lady from Dominica. So, you have 1-2 people that do stuff in the US, but, you'd have to travel to go meet them, or they'll have to send it for you from a distance. And it takes a while. With what I did here with my website, I made everything accessible.
Right.
And with not just making it accessible, I provided you with countless variations of every single piece that you will find on the website. So it's like so many different choices. Sometimes you might see the same item, but you'll find that
Pause a
same
little,
item.
not you, the producer. Yeah, I like that. The mats for your car. Yeah.
Yep. So you will find different variations. And I update the website every day. So every day you go on there, you will see new items, you will see new stuff. We typically ship between 10 to 20 days. The United States takes shipping to the US and UK takes 10 business days, and between 10 to 20 business days, but most times 10 business days. And then shipping to the Caribbean, Dominica mainly takes about 20 business days. And according to the item, according to how long the item has to take to make, because everything that you see here is not ready made. Everything gets made when you call to place your order.
Right. So that way you get to choose your pattern if you need to. You get to customize a bit, right?
That's right. One of the reasons why I chose to do that was because I don't believe in stock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in keeping items in storage for X amount of time until somebody buys it. Because by the time a customer gets that item and it's sat in a warehouse for however long, it depreciates its value and its quality is not the same. And by the time the customer gets the item, you find that the item isn't as valuable as it was, or it may not last you as long as it should, because it was stored in a warehouse for too long.
Right. That is just tremendous. I congratulate you. I mean, it's just product after product. You have handbags, you have sunglasses, you have hats, you have shoes, you have stuff for the car, you have stuff for your walls, all of those things. And so listeners, just go on, and viewers, just go on to his Facebook page or his website. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. Finesse de la Vuitton, FWS store. And just go on there and place your orders. Contact Tronnel if you have questions, if there's anything. And of course, I'm pretty sure that you will be satisfied. So Tronnel, congratulations, man. I really wish you well and continued success and growth. I was telling you, in June, we had an event called Madras and Jeans. And I know some people struggle to get Madras. You see the usual things that people have. Your products are so unique and so creative. It's wonderful.
Mainly men, though. Mainly men have that problem, finding stuff to wear for Creole all day.
Well, women have their duet and their ship, but I see you offering a lot more. Bathing suits, all of these other things.
Yes,
yeah. All right, let's go to Wayland Smoked Meats and Produce. We're also going to pull up your website and to show some of your products. But in the meantime, Jared, you can start talking through the viewers and the audience. Let's go through some of the different varieties of smoked meat, for example, that you offer.
Okay, we offer smoked pork, that is shoulder pork.
Mm-hmm.
We slice it and smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
We have chicken. We have chicken thigh, drumstick, and backs.
Okay.
We also have turkey. We have chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
We have pig snout,
mm-hmm.
pig tail, pig foot, and also cow foot. We have
smoked.
Smoked.
Wow.
We have mackerel. That is mackerel.
Yeah,
and we also have doad.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, you call it mai. The right name is mai, but back home we call it doad.
The American name is mai. The right name is doad.
Yeah, right name back home is doad. Yeah. We also have the Spanish mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we have the rough cake. That rough cake is.
No, let's tell the meat a little bit before we go on the other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the meat I have tried, like only pork. So I haven't tried any of your pork. But I've tried the chicken, turkey, and the smoked doe. Did it the way you do smoked herring, and I mean, it's just incredible. And I mean, I don't want you to give out your secrets, but do you pay special attention to how you smoke it? Because sometimes, like I live in Brooklyn, so you get anything in Brooklyn, where you go to supermarket and you buy some smoked meat, and it's not like criticizing it, because until you guys, that's what I used to eat. But this smoked didn't taste the same, didn't have that authentic Dominican smoked meat. So is it that you do, it's in the preparation that you're able to preserve and reproduce that same Dominica fish? Somebody's asking about flying fish, if you do vola.
Well, I can, if I get it, I will do it,
Right.
But I try to stick with the things that Dominicans do. Like Dominicans like they go macquio. So I go for the macquio for them, and get it prepared.
You guys are making me hungry. That's what some viewers say.
So the preparation of the products is like, you put your love in it, and then when you put your love in what you're doing, you always get a good product, if you're doing something like you don't care, you just for the money, it will not come out good. But if you have a passion, when you have the passion for it, no matter, you just touch it, it will come out okay.
All right, so let's talk about the rest of the things that you do. Veraline, feel free to jump in at any time. But I know you do no more than just meat. You do pepper sauce and you do punches and those kind of things.
Yeah, I do peanut punch, coconut punch. I used to do passion for punch, but I stopped for a while. But I want to bring it back. And now I come with rum punch. I did also do wine, and I have the rough cake, the black cake. I do mango cake. It's the ideas just come and I just do stuff,
Just like Mr. Finesse, it comes to your head and you reproduce it.
It just come and I just do it.
Yeah, Veraline, somebody's saying I live in Atlanta. Can I get it? Can it be shipped to Atlanta?
Yes, you get it in 2 days. And you just go on the website, you'll see the number. Or if you go to Veraline Wayland on Facebook, you will see, you can inbox me, or my number is there. You can call me or WhatsApp or text.
And I can vouch for that. You get it in 2 days.
In New York, you get it in 1 day.
In the summer, I went to Missouri for a wedding, and we ordered some and had it shipped there, and it got there before us.
Wow!
So we had smoked broth for the whole week to go with whatever else that goes with broth, and we had a variety. So you say you do wines, you do punches, you do pepper sauce. You have smoked chicken, back and neck. I'm gonna say back and neck. You have chicken wings. You have turkey, and it's all done. It's really, really nicely smoked, completely smoked. Not when you take a lot of the package, not halfway smoked. It's nice and like a well smoked meat, and it's easy to prepare. It's not over seasoned. It's not over salted. It's just perfect. I encourage listeners to really try it, and you will see that you will like it quite a bit. And if they can ship in 2 days, it means that you can have it in your kitchen for your Creole Day meal. You can definitely have it in your kitchen for your Creole Day meal. So also, it's only the 19th of October, so you can get items from Mr. Finesse. You can get it because he says it takes 10 business days, so you can get it almost in time. If you buy right now, chances are you can get it in time for the Independence celebration. So Veraline, tell people again how they can, how let's go through it. So if people want to place their orders, tell them where they can go and what and how is they have to call you, right? And
they can text me 845-232-6202.
Say that again.
845-232-6202.
All right. And then they go on Facebook. They can send you a message on Facebook.
Veraline Wayland.
Veraline Wayland.
Yes.
And on Facebook, you can.
On Facebook.
Yes. And also, do you have an email? Do you take orders by email?
Not really, but you could go on the website and you could place the order via WhatsApp as well.
Okay. And you do it that way because you most of your stuff, I guess, you prepare it to order. You get the orders, you prepare it, you get the shipping, and you ship it out. And I hear you talk about the UK. Do you ship out to the US as yet?
Yes. As a matter of fact, somebody just received this in 4 days.
Where?
From New York to London.
London, okay.
Yeah, in 4 days by a priority USPS.
All right, so it doesn't matter where you are, and it's well preserved. The smoke has it well preserved, so you don't worry about it going bad.
They receive it the same way.
Yeah.
It's vacuum seal packed, and it gets there with the same integrity.
I can vouch for that. When we got to Kansas City, our package was sitting there in better condition than my suitcase that traveled with me arrived. It was really nicely packaged, and even when you opened it up, the individual stuff was packaged by themselves, vacuum packed, as she said, and really, really easy to use.
Imagine I sent fried maquillo, and one of the customers, they received it today in Atlanta. So I asked them, how was it? They said it remained fresh, tightly sealed, and intact. So it was ready to go.
That's awesome.
So we sell fried fish too.
Okay, so you sell fried fish as well.
The maquillo and the doad fried.
Right, my. So, Tronnel, I'm going to come back to you.
I wanted to say one thing. The people that buying, we have the hot sauce, but there is one hot sauce that's extremely hot. We call it extreme caution. They gotta be careful with it when you're using it. Don't put. Yeah, it has 6 different peppers in there. You have extreme scorpion, ghost, infernal, Carolina Reaper, Scotch bonnet, and West Indian red.
It's why West Indian red and Scotch bonnet are hot enough, but you call some other.
No, but Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest pepper.
And it has it in there. So approach it with caution.
Right. That's why its name is extreme caution.
Extreme caution is required. Wow.
And these peppers are grown in the backyard.
Right.
So these are organically grown pepper. He grows the pepper himself.
What kind of wines do you make again? Remind us.
Ginger wine, plantain, banana, passion fruit, soursop.
That's quite a variety. Soursop is the one that I stopped at. Soursop wine. That sounds like it would be something to try, to get a wine that has that soursop flavor. So I'm going to come back to you guys because we have 4 minutes. So Tronnel, I'm coming to you. Let's just remind people of what they can get when they go to your site and they can place their order, and also how they can contact you if they have something particular in mind. Just talk about Finesse de la Vuitton.
Besides the Madras, which you already know is the focal point, I do provide other products like Independence products. So you will see You'll see products with Dominica on it, Dominica flag. You might see anything with the Dominican theme, Dominican colors, the green, the yellow, the black, the white, and you'll see those as well, which we use for Independence season 2. And then I also do carnival stuff. Like you mentioned earlier, I do customization. So let's say somebody come and they pick any item that they find on the website. Maybe I may not have the variation that they want. Maybe they may want it in white and I only have it in blue, green, and yellow. Well, they can get it customized and I can customize it for them, and they'll be the only person with a white one in that item. So I do customizations of pretty much anything and everything that you see on the website. And based on the feedback that I've received, not just me telling you, but based on the feedback from customers, the quality of products is very good. Obviously, everybody know Madras is not a cheap thing to buy. Is not a cheap thing to sell either after you are done making creations with Madras. But I made it affordable.
It's affordable, and you get good quality. That's you're going to have for quite a while. So check it out, Mr.
The great thing about Finesse de la Vuitton is that most people, when they think about Madras and they think about Creole season, they imagine the wob. They imagine, the old school traditional wob duet, and they imagine the man with the white shirt and his red sash, and that's what they imagine. But when you come on the side, you see so many different things that aren't usually traditionally promoted. On top of that, the clothes is casual clothes, and it's urban deluxe. And I'm proud to say that I do have the largest Madras fashion online store in the world.
Oh, certainly.
Awesome.
Without a doubt. When I went to
I have almost 1,000 plus items available right now that could be sent to your home as soon as possible.
For you, for your husband, for your dog, for your car.
That's right. Gifts, everything.
For the beach, for dinner, and so on. So congratulations. Let's stay in touch.
Yes.
And we encourage folks to get their Madras stuff. The Waylands, both of you can give quick closing remarks. They'll be coming up on a hard stop at 9. We have another program that's queued up, and I get hate mail when I go into Redemption Road time. So we have to stop at 9.
Okay.
But quickly,
I want to just say thank you, Mr. Drago, for inviting us and allowing us to promote our products. Also, I want to say a big thank you to all of our customers, and a lot of people are just getting interested. So I just want to thank everybody for their contribution and patronizing our business.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. You're very welcome. Gerald?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for inviting us to come on this platform and share our ideas, what we have, what we've been doing. And finally, people know who's really behind the scene, because I always in the back doing my thing and my wife promoting, doing everything. Yeah. I like to start the back, doing my thing, So I just want to thank you again,
You're very welcome.
Putting us out there. Amen.
And thank you for sharing your passion and your talent. You too, Tronnel.
It was a blessing to meet you both.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
Certainly. And that's what we aim to do, is to bring a lot of the businesses out, let people know that they're there, that they can patronize. Listeners, we up on a hard stop, as I said.
And Mr. Drago, just one more thing before you go.
Sure.
If you guys can link with me, you never know, maybe as two different businesses, we can join forces and do a collaboration. Maybe you can run promotions for your business and we give away a free dress next year or this year. You never know.
That would be awesome.
That would be good.
Of course. Yeah,
so you will send me your information.
Sure, no problem.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I want to tell my Dominican people, before we go, sorry, that if even if we cannot reach them because it's difficult to send in certain countries, tell your people in the UK, tell your people in the US about us.
Yeah, certainly, the word is spreading for sure, and everybody is satisfied with what they get.
Okay.
So as I was saying, we definitely have to stop. If you're celebrating your birthday this week into next week, happy birthday to you. We're still in Libra season, so I have to make sure I don't miss that, because it's sacrilege to miss a Libra birthday. If you're visiting Dominica, one of the passions that I have is for environment. There is a safari that is planned to go to Castle Bruce to go to the Castle Bruce River. It's leaving the bayfront at 8:30 on Saturday, 8:30 a.m. on Saturday. If you just go over there, there are buses that's going to go to the Castle Bruce River, and there are other safaris that's being planned while you're in Dominica, so you can go to different spots in Dominica where you can get first-hand view of what's going on with some of the rivers. We see when it rains, we get all these floods and all of these things. You can go see for yourself what is the cause of some of those things. So Saturday, 8:30 a.m., leaving from the bayfront by the cruise ship berth area. You can jump on a bus if you have a couple hours to spare. Take a ride up on the East Coast. You might get some, I don't know if they have grapefruits after Maria, but you get some ital to eat, and you will get to see for yourself some of what's going on there. I just want to say thank you to my special guest, Mr. Tronnel Pacquette of Finesse de la Vuitton. Check out his stuff on Facebook and on his website, and you will be blown away by all the stuff that he has there. And Wayland, Jared and Veraline Wayland of Wayland Smoked Meats and Produce. Get your pepper sauce, get your wines, get your punches, get your smoked meat, get your smoked fish, and have a wonderful Creole day when it comes around next week, Friday. I have to go. Listeners, thank you so much, and stay safe, and we'll do this again next week, Wednesday. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.